First trimester. The first trimester is a very important and critical phase in pregnancy. The first trimester is the earliest phase of pregnancy, which starts on the first day of your last period, which is actually 2 weeks before you're even pregnant and lasts until the end of week 13. The first trimester is a very critical period, and it is full of physical changes and emotions. Nausea, mood swings, feeling tired, shortness of breath, and frequent urination are the most common changes to notice. Week 1 is the week of your period. Week 2 is the week of fertilization. Week 3 is the week when fertilized egg travels to the uterus and the egg is implanted in the lining of the uterus. At week 4, after the successful implantation, the placenta forms and your body starts to show the signs of early pregnancy. The fertilized egg is called zygote, and the zygote is the ball-like structure with dividing cells. The zygote is made up of 2 layers and is around the size of a lavender seed. At week 5, the baby's neural tube forms, which later becomes the baby's brain, spinal cord, and backbone. The zygote is around the size of a canola seed. At week 6, the baby's heartbeat starts, and it beats around 105 to 120 beats per minute. The size of the embryo is around the size of a pea seed. At week 7, the baby's eyes, nose, mouth, and ears start to develop and take distinct shapes. The size of the embryo is around the size of a blueberry. At week 8, the baby's hands and feet start developing, and the fingers and toes are webbed. The size of the embryo is around the size of a raspberry. At week 9, the embryo develops most of the organs and looks like a tiny human being. The size of the embryo is around 0.5 inches long, and the size of the embryo is around the size of a cherry fruit. At week 10, fingers and toes continue to develop and the nail starts to grow. The size of the embryo is around the size of a kumquat. The internal organs of the embryos develop, and the embryo is now called a fetus. At week 11, the fetus starts kicking and stretching its body. Bones begin to develop and get harder. The size of the embryo is around the size of a fig. At week 12, the baby is able to move its toes and fingers. The baby starts sucking its fingers. The size of the embryo is around the size of a plum and is around 2 inches long. Week 13 is the last week of the first trimester. The fetus has developed fingerprints, and it is around 3 inches long. The size of the embryo is around the size of a lemon. This is the development of the human embryo in the first 13 weeks. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like to learn more about interesting topics, please let us know through comments. See you in the next video with another interesting topic.